عليه السلام. وما أمروا إلا ليعبدوا الله مخلصين له الدين حنفاء. So ikhlas was mentioned before prayer, before zakah. That means ikhlas is one of the main things in our deen. وَيُقِيمُ الصَّلَاةَ وَيُؤْتُ الزَّكَاةَ. If you have sincerity, performing the prayer and all the other pillars of Islam, وَذَلِكَ دِينُ الْقَيِّمَةِ. You worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala perfect. Go to the third verse. وَأُمِرْتُ لِأَنْ أَكُونَ أَوَّلَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ. I have been ordered and commanded by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to be among the first of the Muslims. To be among those who have a great degree in Islam. Also Muslims. What did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say in Surah Fussilat? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَمَنْ أَحْسَنُ قَوْلًا. Who's better than those who said, who make da'wah to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Who are better than those people who are making da'wah to Allah? مِمَّنْ دَعَى إِلَى اللَّهِ. Spreading da'wah first, that's number one. وَعَمِلَ صَالِحًا. Did righteous deeds, and then said, I am Muslim. I am Muslim. We have a problem now here in Europe and USA. Everybody doesn't want to be known as Muslim. Why? Because my manager, if he recognizes that I'm a Muslim, may I ask him to come to the masjid for Friday prayer? May I tell him, how come you don't want to pray Jum'ah? If your intention is to perform Allah's obligation, Allah will help you to find a good job. Allah will help you. But if my manager said, no, if you go on Friday, if you take 1 hour off, I don't want you to work in my stage, in my business. So what? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give me something better. Man taraka shay'an lillah. Whoever left something for the sake of Allah, Allah will give him something better, for sure. For sure. We have a brother, Allah, alhamdulillah. He had a meeting with some company to work. But they didn't ask him, are you Muslim or not, or Friday, or the prayer timing at Dhuhr time. He said, may I tell him? He said, yes. You have a break. It's your right. Ask him from the first day. I want a place to pray. Kindly ask him. I'm a Muslim and I want a place to pray at that time. I want 10, 15 minutes. You know what happened? His manager offered him his office, and he brought with him, the rug, and he said, I will keep it in my office, in my desk for you. Every day at the same time of prayer, he put the rug in the same way and for him to pray. And he appreciated that. He said, I like these people because whoever has faith and aqeedah and creed, I respect them because they respect their work. As long as they give God is right, they will give the jobs right. I respect these people. Don't be ashamed. وَمَنْ أَحْسَنُ قَوْلًا مِمَّنْ دَعَى إِلَى اللَّهِ. Making da'wah to Allah. وَعَمِلَ صَالِحًا. Did righteous deeds. وَقَالَ and said, I'm Muslim. إِنَّنِي مِنَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ. So the Prophet ﷺ was ordered by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to say, وَأُمِرْتُ لِأَنْ أَكُونَ أَوَّلَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ. And then, قُلْ إِنِّي أَخَافُ إِنْ عَصَيْتُ رَبِّي عَذَابَ يَوْمٍ عَظِيمٍ. At the time of disobedience, do you remember the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for such sin that you have committed? Do you remember that the shaitan cover all of that? Now enjoy your time, do that. Now, all the time remind yourself about the torment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And remind yourself about the groups that we have talked about the group of Fir'aun, Qarun, Shaitan, and the other prophets. And we want to be behind the Prophet. How could be behind the Prophet while we are doing something different? We are not following him in his way of worship. قُلْ إِنِّي أَخَافُ إِنْ عَصَيْتُ رَبِّي عَذَابَ يَوْمٍ عَظِيمٍ. I'm afraid that if I disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that Allah will send his torment to me in the dunya before the hereafter. And then, another time, Allah said to the Prophet, قُلِ اللَّهَ أَعْبُدُ مُخْلِصًا له ديني. Oh Muhammad, tell them, I worship Allah alone sincerely. Sincerely. So sincerity. In the beginning, فَاعْبُدِ اللَّهَ مُخْلِصًا لَهُ الدِّينَ. The second verse in the chapter, فَاعْبُدِ اللَّهَ. Oh Muhammad, worship Allah sincerely. And how many times Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about sincerity? If you want to be among those who will say at the end, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, be among those who have taqwa and sincerity. نسأل الله عز وجل أن يرزقنا وإياكم الإخلاص في السر والعلن والقصد في الغنى والفقر والعدل في الرضا والغضب والخشية في الغيب والشهادة. اللهم آت نفوسنا تقواها زكها أنت خير من زكاها أنت وليها ومولاها. اغفر لنا ما قدمنا وما أخرنا وما أسررنا وما أعلنا وما أنت أعلم به منا. اللهم احينا مؤمنين وتوفنا مسلمين والحقنا بالصالحين وادخلنا برحمتك في عبادك الصالحين. اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وإسرافنا في أمرنا وثبت أقدامنا وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. انصر إخواننا المستضعفين في كل مكان. اللهم انصر عبادك المستضعفين في كل مكان. انصر دينك وكتابك وعبادك المؤمنين. انشر الحق والعدل والخير في بلاد المسلمين. انشر الأمن والسلام في بلاد المسلمين. اجعلها سخاء رخاء يا رب العالمين. ول أمورنا خيارنا ولا تول أمورنا شرارنا. وصل اللهم وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. جزاكم الله خيرا. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.